I could definitely stand some encouragement right now. She's one of our favorites. We've had her since she was 9 months old. Just the cutest little thing. I've got videos of, yeah, I'll include it, of her playing with us when she was just a little thing. So. Everybody. There's so much going on right now. The hardest thing to talk about right now is hands down Minnie. She has what looks like Lumpy Jaw. We had our vet come out. We weren't allowed to video that, just, you know, privacy concerns. And that's fine. Lori and I will talk to you a little bit about what she said, and then kind of show you what how we're treating it. It's a common disease. So I've got some things that we're going to use to treat Minnie with. Colloidal silver in this blue bottle. Some garlic capsules here. I'll put in some feed for her. And the colloidal silver, I'll probably spray in her feed, but I'll also spray it on the wound. And then, let's see. We picked this up at a farmer's market this past summer, and it's specifically for dogs and puppies, but when I read the ingredients, you know, it's totally fine for the cows. So I'm going to use that too. Lump jaw is not to be trifled with. It is not, it's not something to be trifled with. And typically they say if you catch it early enough, you can pretty much cure it. Well, we caught it about as early as we possibly could. We see Minnie every single day. And yesterday was the first time we noticed it. She was acting fine, you know, but yeah, we'll see. So we're going to take you along, and you know, there are some cows that the outcome is fatal. The vet believes that Minnie will be fine, and we believe that she will be fine, but we are also prepared mentally, you know, if we lose her. It's just, it is the way that the farm works. So come along with this journey. It's either going to be one of joy and happiness or heartbreak, but just being real, come along with us, and hopefully as we go, you'll learn something too that maybe will help you deal with it if and when you have a cow that deals with has to deal with lumpy jaw. So let's go get these girls milked. So you can kind of see her lumpy jaw. It's on the other side of her face. There, you can see it a little bit. So she's not real thrilled with me right now because we had to kind of do a lot of work on her last night, and that was not fun for her. So hopefully we can do some good things for her. Minnie's lumpy jaw early, likely it does not have to, it's not going to go into the bone. She's a little nervous around us because it was a terrible time. We had to get her into the stanchion, and she knew right away something was up because the vet was here. But that's, you know, be that as it may, that's what happened. And then the vet had to cut her cheek open, her jaw, and no sedative, no anesthetic, which was really hard on her. And a lot of blood came out. She also did get an antibiotic shot. So we're really hoping that we were able to avoid serious problems. I don't know. I think part of me is planning for a worst case scenario, even though I really believe she's going to be fine. But I think part of me still thinking that the worst is going to happen. You ask any of my family members, I tend to be a very positive person, always looking on the bright side, always seeing the good in everything. You know, if I'm going to be totally transparent with you guys. That's because I spent a lifetime of believing nothing good could ever happen to me. I'm talking about my whole life. My whole life. Not that I had bad parents, I didn't. My parents gave me the world and then some. But I think part of me just always believed, it's okay, sweetie.
Chicken, tell her, Mama.
I think part of me just always believed nothing good could ever happen to me. So, and I still battle that to this day. That, yeah, things look good, things are great, but it's not gonna last, you know, that whole 9 yards. Are you done? Okay. So, yeah, so I'm battling that, but that can be very crippling, you know. Hey, sweetie, don't go potty right now.
It would be so funny.
So through all of this, one of the best things that could have happened with the lumpy jaw is that we caught it early. I don't know if that's going to save her. I think it will. So what is lumpy jaw? The understanding that we've been able to pick up, we're very new to this, we've never had this happen, is that like a thorn or piece of hay will either burrow in, you know, kind of get caught in the jaw because they're rubbing their necks on something. They could have cut something got in there, created an infection. Sometimes it comes in through the inside and then actually goes into, you know, the jaw as like an abscess, a tooth abscess. And we know that for people, if you have an infected tooth, there can be some severe health risks with that. So it's not any different with lumpy jaw.
You came out of nowhere that first time. Said you were too tired to walk the line. I said then hold up, precious. I can be a goldsmith and you a nomad or a tailor, and we don't have to follow the rules. Oh, I can do anything when I look at you. Oh, I believe everything to be true. Oh, every little bit of my heart lights up. Oh, can you please tell it to never stop? Now my worried mind seems to fall behind, and I can find time to reflect on where we're headed. The sky's not the limit when I have you.
Gotta get inside and get this filtered. All good things happen. So after such a horrible day yesterday, this was the best that we could have hoped for with Minnie. And Lori was able to touch her jaw a little bit, and it does feel a little bit more squishy.
I wasn't able to press, but I did touch, and it does feel a lot more. It doesn't feel hard.
It doesn't feel.
It actually, while she was moving, I could feel the fibers moving.
Okay.
So to me, it
Okay.
feels like scar
Fibers mean
tissue.
it's not in the bone.
No, I could feel the fibers while she was chewing and moving it around. So to me, it feels like scar tissue, kind of. Like
Right.
when you have a scar or something, or a bruise or abrasion, you move it around, you kind of feel that like crackling in there.
Good morning, everybody. What? No way. No. I'm not gonna believe it.
It's not almost gone. You can still see it, but look at that.
Little Minnie! Oh my heavens, it is almost gone. Her lumpy jaw is almost gone.
There's still a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
really small. Almost gone. It's still there, but comparatively speaking,
Wow.
yeah.
It looks so much better. Hi, Blossom. You ready to support the farm all by yourself, honey? Yes. I was born ready. Yes,
Don't
I
I
am.
do that already?
You are.
I do that
We just
already?
love you so much, Blossom. You're such a good girl.
It's like, I know.
She
What
is.
would you do
She is
without
such a
me?
good girl.
She's
We
like,
just love
what
her
would
so
you do
much.
without
Yes,
me?
we do. We love you,
would you
Miss
do
Diva.
Yes, she is.
You are such a sweetie, though. We just love you so much. She is such a good girl. Oh, somebody's jealous. Mr.
Heavens to
Sir.
Mr. Sir. He's like, oh.
Hey,
oh,
Mr.
he's
Sir.
gonna next that.
Yep. Hi, pretty girls. Are you my babies? I just love you so much. Oh, wow. Hi, Mr. Sir. Oh, you're such a big boy. Yep, I sure did.
Easy, I know, baby. I know.
We got it.
And you got garlic in there?
Yes, I've got garlic capsules, six capsules of garlic and colloidal silver in the feed, and then sprayed her really direct with this. Okay, well, it's been a little interesting recently. You know, it always is on the farm, and especially a slightly old, very old, dilapidated farm. It's always interesting. Minnie seems to be doing better. We were able to squirt some colloidal silver directly on her wound. She's eating treats that have garlic capsules in them, as well as colloidal silver sprayed into it. She's also, we used an herbal supplement, and I showed that in one of my other, maybe I didn't, in another video, and I was able to squirt that directly on the wound. And you know, in some respects, it's interesting with cows. A little goes a long way for them. At the same time, they're bigger animals, so they can, you know, tolerate more than a person can. It's just really, really weird. I tend to kind of go with my gut, and I've treated Minnie with for mastitis in the past, and she responded. she responded very well to natural herbal treatments. So I know that the garlic she will respond well to. It does look like the lump in her jaw is majorly shrunken down, but now it's hard. And that might be that way, you know, as it goes away. We're going to hold off on giving her any more antibiotics for now, because I am trying to get this garlic to work. Plus, she does have a calf, and she's due in 6 weeks. So I want to try to avoid giving her antibiotics as much as I possibly can this late in pregnancy. The garlic and the colloidal silver are not going to hurt her. So, yeah, it's just going to be, a journey. You know, and that's kind of what our channel is all about anyway, is journeys on the farm. So, all right, looks like Minnie is done, but she's not in a headlock. She is still nervous about us being up near her.
Yeah, but she was letting you come up there, and you were up there by
Yep.
your face. Yeah, she cleaned this dish.
That's wonderful. All right, take her back into the stall if you don't mind. See, if you notice Minnie there, she's chewing her cud. That's a good sign. Her ears are forward, her eyes are bright and happy. But she still has that lump on her jaw. So I got a lot of work to do today. We're getting windows put in. We've got 2 windows in the living room put in, and we're just so excited. We can actually open and close the windows now, and you know, we haven't been able to do that since we've lived here. And the last time we put in a window air conditioner in one of our living room windows, and I went to close it for the season. You know, got to close the window because winter's coming on. I went to close it, and the wood came off and the glass stayed up. So it's definitely time to replace these windows. And then I've got a window in our bedroom where the wood has collapsed and the glass has stayed up. So there's all this air, you know, blowing through, and it's blowing through so hard. The one year I did put plastic on our window, it ripped the plastic open because it was just so hard. Oh, that's just lovely. Sorry, you guys just needed to see that, right? Anyway, just some fun things. I can't wait to see what these windows look like on the outside. All nicely trimmed in white. It's going to be so nice. Okay, enough talking. I got to get busy. Good morning, everybody. January 14th. Temperatures in the low 20s, but we've got sunshine, so I'll take that. That means that my solar lights on my porch and at my gate will be working. And I tell you what, waking up with new windows is such a wonderful thing, to be able to see out of the windows because they were so foggy and, you know, nasty. The man who put them in for me said he thinks that they were like the very first generation double paned. So wooden frame that was so rotted that you could, you know, put your fingers through it. It was just nasty. So the worst of the windows have been replaced. My big living room window is going to be a separate project, you know, when we can. But I think I will probably replace the vinyl siding before I do the big living room window. You know, just gotta kind of do this based on need. Yeah, there's just so many things that need to be done, and I just can't get to them all. For example, I don't know if any of you viewers out there are, you know, women who are managing a farm alone and trying to take care of kids and stuff. And I'm sure there's some of you out there way stronger than I am. But I have to come up with a solution for putting hay out without my boys. Right now I can't. So I have to think of, you know, a tractor that's going to have to be purchased. So that I can put hay out for my cows. You know, just different things like that. even just hauling my wagon out in the morning, I can't do that because it just causes my discs in my back to kind of pinch the nerves, and then I stay up all night in pain. So just have to figure that out. If I haul it down empty, that's fine. But when I have to haul it back and it's full, I can't do that. I pay for it dearly. So yeah, I know the solution for that one is going to be getting my barn fixed up so that I can actually have a dairy room here in my barn, so that, you know, yeah, I'll be bringing empty jars down from my clients, but to be able to have a clean room set up in my barn, totally insulated, you know, washed, no dust, but be able to have that in there and then do all the filtering in that room, I think that would just help, because then the only thing I'm hauling back and forth is empty jars. Going up to the road would just be my full jars out to the fridge, out into the shed, and that's it. So I think that's going to be the answer for that. You know, just thinking long term, what is this going to look like when I no longer have kids to help me? So, because I do want to keep my cows. So it looks like Minnie's Lumpy Jaw is perhaps a little bit worse. Let's see if I can get the glare off my glasses so that you guys can see me a little bit better. It does appear that the Lumpy Jaw has gone into her jawbone. And that's fatal. Or pretty nearly so. She's afraid of the stanchion a little bit now, so I have to be very careful about giving her any treatment in the stanchion, because she thinks of it as a bad place. So the headlock's not on her right now, so she can back up anytime she wants. You can see she's just enjoying eating. It's a case of, you know, do we treat her aggressively? We'll lose the calf, but then will we lose her lactation cycle? There's just a lot we have to think about. She's been with us the longest. We got her in September of 2019. She's just over 4 years old, so she's still so young. I can't touch her jaw right now. She won't let me. So this is what I'm treating her with. Odorless garlic. She took about 7 of these today, and I just checked her feed is empty, so she got them down. And then this is specifically for dogs, but when I read the ingredients, natural colloidal oatmeal, tea tree oil, witch hazel, clove oil, neem oil, glycerin, aloe vera, chamomile, cranesbill, pennyroyal, sage, calendula, yarrow, echinacea, lemongrass oil, and then purified water. So I just, one spray, not ingested, but on her wound. Yeah. Just hoping. And then I spray this colloidal silver into her feed so that she is ingesting that. And I use this for my kids. So I'll put, like, you know, as many sprays as I can. She gave me, once she saw I wasn't trying to spray it on her, she let me spray it on her feed, and then she went back into it. I think I'm ready for things to settle down a little bit. Really hoping she's gonna make it. So if you guys have any ideas for me, you know, she's 6 weeks away from having her calf. This year I was going to AI her to a miniature Jersey so that I could have a replacement heifer for her. If you guys have any ideas or thoughts, you know, leave me a comment and let me know, because I could definitely stand some encouragement right now. She's one of our favorites. We've had her since she was 9 months old. Just the cutest little thing. I've got videos of, yeah, I'll include it, of her playing with us when she was just a little thing. So, alright. I gotta get back inside and get some stuff done. Alright, until the next time, and I'll keep you guys posted on how she's doing and stuff. So, and everything's gonna be okay. I know it will. It's just hard to go through the path to get there. The path is painful sometimes. But it will be worth it once we get to the other side. And even if that means I lose her, it's gonna be okay. She's not one of my kids. I know if I were having this conversation right now talking to all of you, and it was one of my kids, I'd be a basket case. But she's not one of my kids. I love her dearly, and I will miss her so much. But if we lose her, but we're gonna try our absolute hardest to save her life. So, good morning, everybody. It's what day is today? Friday, January 20th. Oh man, I've got so much to tell you guys. Ooh. Okay, so I've been trying to get my vlogging up and more regular. So it's been a few days since I've been able to make a video. Last we heard was Minnie. Okay, so the Lumpy Jaw. We were told to just wait and see how she did. On day 3 and 4, she looked really bad. It got really hard and swollen and felt like it was attached to the bone. So we started thinking, okay, it's in the bone. What are we going to do? And then this past Sunday, I noticed it was starting to get really smaller and more pointed. Like, so then Monday, it was actually squishy and moving around. I was able to, you know, kind of wiggle it around, which meant it wasn't attached to the bone. So that's good. Called the vet, asked her to come out to do a recheck. You know, of course, asking people on the internet, you know, Facebook groups or whatever, and they were trying to convince me that she was going to die. So that's the extreme. There were a lot of people who were very, very helpful, gave different ideas, made some new friends through all of this. So, you know, it's fine. But the reason I post stuff on social media, it's not because I don't know what I'm going to do. It's because I want as many people to go with me on this journey as possible. Because, you know, when I go through stuff like Lumpy Jaw or, you know, different backwards calvings, I want other people to go through that with me because I didn't have anybody to help me through it. So I want you guys to be able to see everything that's going on so that if you ever have to deal with something like that, you'll be able to say, hey, yeah, I remember seeing something about that on so-and-so's farm, and this is what they did, and it worked really well. So I gave Minnie, the first week after she had her jaw lanced, I gave her about 6 or 7 capsules of garlic every day in her feed. and then sprayed colloidal silver in her feed. Did it help? I don't know. But she's dry. It's not like we were milking her or anything. So, you know, that wasn't what was important. I was trying to strengthen her immune system. So she's doing great now. She's a little suspicious about going into the stanchion anymore because she does not like our vet. Our vet is super sweet and gentle, but, you know, she's an untrusted person who, every time she shows up, something gets hurt, you know. She gets a shot, or she gets, you know, lanced. It's not fun. The vets know this. Hi, kitties.
Little Minnie, hi, sweetie.